So no, what's up with y'all here? Warrior Protect Sports. From the Protect Sports Network, I'm back with another video, man. Probably have a blessing and say self. I can tell word of God. On God right, so right now, God will do it. All you guys, you name pray, amen. Today's video is a very kind of controversial video. I had to shoot that real quick, but yeah, today's a very controversial video and one that people probably would not want to watch, and people gonna get mad, people gonna get irritated. They gonna curse me out in the comment section or whatever. Unsubscribe to my channel. I specifically, I don't, excuse my French, I don't give a. Cause this video ain't gonna bring nothing but facts to y'all, honestly speaking. And it's a shout out to my guy Backlighty, man. This the guy that posted this on a Commanders Facebook group. And bro, and Jeris arguing with this right now, by the way. But this is what he said in the Commanders Facebook group. Y'all say Terry's better than DJ Moore. The reason because Terry was so great if he had a good quarterback. DJ Moore had just as many quarterbacks as Terry in the past 3 seasons, has been better than Terry. But let's just talk about last year, shall we? Since we swear that Taylor Heineke is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Sam Darnold has 9 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, had the third worst QBR of all qualifying quarterbacks. He's also the least worst deep passer. That's bad and a lot worse than Taylor. But wait, it gets worse because this quarterback gets injured in week 11. PJ Walker replaces him. Who? A guy who threw 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions in 2020 and threw 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions in 2021. He sucks. So here comes Cam Newton. After one good game, Cam Newton finishes off with the team, having 4 TDs passing and 5 interceptions, including a game he only completes 5 passes in. Every single one of DJ Moore's quarterbacks last year threw more interceptions than touchdowns, with a total of 14 touchdowns, 21 interceptions between the 3 of them, and all 3 of them have completely different play styles, and DJ Moore is still the best season of his life. Ben Terry also had his best year in his career. Terry isn't better than DJ. He still produces 5 BS excuses, and Terry doesn't deserve 1 more penny than DJ Moore. So, let me reply to this, man. I'm not replying to Jeris. Jeris keeps crying. So, Jeris is crying right now. Sorry. I don't mean to put you out there, Jeris, but you're crying in Tim's Discord right now. But he had a soliloquy, and honestly speaking, I don't disagree. After watching film of DJ Moore, and he came from Maryland, so I know DJ Moore very, very well. And he's actually from Philadelphia, so he's from Pennsylvania. As you guys know, I was born in Lancaster, so I watched DJ Moore even back in high school. I watched some of his high school stuff, and he's a darn good receiver. And he reminds me a lot of Terry McLaurin, honestly speaking. I think they're in the same caliber wide receiver, to be honest, both from a top 15, top 14, 15-ish wide receivers in the league. And I do think that DJ Moore is very underrated and doesn't get the same limelight that guys like Terry and AJ, guys in that 2019 class like DK Metcalf get. And I think it's kind of unfair, honestly speaking. And as for Terry's contract, should get a dime more than DJ Moore. I no longer think Terry McLaurin's a $25 million per year receiver. He can't get 5 more than DJ. DJ got 20. So I think we want to lower that contract number a little bit, honestly speaking. I'm going to lower it to about 22.5. He should probably get more than DJ because of what he brings as a leader of this team, and also what he brings as an off-the-field guy, and the fact that he's a face of this rebrand and put his face out there. I think he deserves more money than DJ Moore because of that. But it's not $5 million more. $5 million more per season. I think he should get 1 more year than DJ too, because he's a little older than DJ Moore is. So I think he should get the extra year to make sure you get the extra long-term security. But I think my contract details for Terry McLaurin will be 5 years, $110 million, $85 million of it guaranteed, 65 of it guaranteed upon signing, and And if he makes a Pro Bowl, it should jump up to $125 million for the total contract, which puts him at 25 per season if he makes a Pro Bowl within the first 3 years of his deal. That would be my contract details for Terry McLaurin, and this is why I feel about how I feel. DJ Moore has 100 more yards than Terry McLaurin in the last couple of years per season. I know one of them was Terry's rookie year, so I'm gonna let that one be a pass. But in the last 2 years, he has 250 more yards than Terry McLaurin does. So in 2020, he had 66 receptions of 118 targets, 1,193 yards, 18.1 yards per reception, 4 TDs. And in 2020, Terry McLaurin had a very similar year. So that's not 250 yards, probably like 150 yards, something like that difference between them in the last 2 years. But it's right there. It's right there, honestly speaking. So I'm going to look up this real quick. So in 2020, Terry McLaurin had 134 targets. So he had a total of 16 more targets than DJ Moore did in that year. Also, he had 87 receptions for 1,118 yards, 12.9 yards per reception, and 4 touchdowns. And in 2021, he had 130 targets for 77 receptions. So his receptions and yards are down from the last year, from the 2020 season down to 2021. Once again, more crazy quarterback play, understandable though. 14 yards per reception and 5 TDs for Terry McLaurin in 2021. As for DJ Moore, he had 163 targets in 2021, so understandable. He had more targets than Terry by a total of, he had 33 more targets in 2021 than Terry McLaurin. He had 1,150 yards. He had 16 more receptions. So 33 more targets, 16 more receptions, which is not that far off, honestly speaking. But he does have 16 more receptions. He had 100 more yards at 1,157. He had 12.4 yards per catch. And now he had 4 touchdowns as well, with 60-yard long. And a catch percentage at 57.1, with Terry McLaurin's catch percentage be a little higher at 59.2. They're very similar receivers. I think it's a lot closer than people think it is. And I think it's unfair to put Terry on this big old pedestal because he's our receiver and not give DJ Moore his due. I think it's unfair. I don't think it's cool. DJ Moore is a damn good receiver, and I like what he brings to the table. And so is Terry McLaurin. I think they're in the same tier. They're the same tier. If Terry's 14, DJ's 15. DJ Moore is right there, honestly speaking. People need to stop sleeping on DJ Moore, bro. And I think they're going to use this as a negotiating tool. That's another. That's the main topic of the video. Is they're going to use this as a negotiation tool to, lower Terry's potential cap number down if he signs a contract. And I think Terry McLaurin's going to understand that people do respect him around the league, but there are guys who have done just as well as you and your time and tenure in the NFL took less money. So I think Terry should probably take something under 25 now. I really do believe that 22.5, 23-ish maybe, because he should deserve a couple extra $1 million for being a face of this franchise and for dealing with the organizational chaos that comes with being a part of this organization and a face of this rebrand. So like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about DJ Moore and Terry McLaurin's comparison? Do you think that DJ Moore is nowhere close to Terry? Do you think they're close? Do you think it's not closer than advertised? And do you think that he should take something around DJ Moore's money or something a little bit more? I'm a little bit in between. Guys like Jeris saying 25. I can only say 25. I'm going to say 22.5, 23. That'll be about three more per season than DJ Moore. I think that's fair. And, you can make it a void year. You can kind of stretch it out to 6 if you want to. Give a void year so you can save some money on the back end and things of that nature. So, you guys be easy, man. Take it easy. Be safe. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace, love, and blessings to all of you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.